Good afternoon. This is Dr. Gabe Roberts at Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine. Today I'm going to give you a little bit of some useful information how to use nutrition to prepare naturally for the flu season. And as you can already tell, it's already on us. It's getting darker a lot earlier, and this is going to indirectly lower our vitamin D levels. And vitamin D has a huge amount of health benefits, as many people already know. It's the most powerful antibiotic there is for us. It's responsible for all our antimicrobial activities. It also is one of the driving key forces of natural immunity, okay? Before I get started talking about the immune system and how to really prepare for it, let me give you a little reminder. 2 teaspoons of table sugar, okay? And this can be from white starchy carbohydrates, from muffins, from wheat bread, all the way just to regular table sugar, okay? 2 teaspoons of this actually turn off the immune system for up to 4 hours in people. So Halloween's just around the corner, and then shortly after that will be Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, of course. And so this gives us a lot more exposure to sweets, sugar, that kind of thing. So the combination of more sugar with less vitamin D really sets the stage for having a flu season, right? And how convenient we start to hear about flu shots everywhere. What I'm going to tell you is far safer and far more effective, okay? The real key to keeping your immune system strong in the winter months is going to be high levels of calcium in the tissues, okay? And don't think it's as simple as, running to your nearest Walgreens or your nearest natural grocers or anything like that and getting calcium and getting vitamin D and taking that and thinking it's going to work. A majority of those are going to be synthetic, okay? In this country, we have a huge amount of chronic illnesses, chronic diseases, arthritis, all these things. These are simply from nutritional deficiencies, calcium, magnesium, and so on and so forth. So these people that are taking calcium thinking it's helping their arthritis are getting no benefit from it. People in third world countries don't have the arthritis we have. Why is that? They're not taking synthetic vitamins. They're eating whole plant-based diets. They don't have the constant stimulus and stress that we do as Americans. And quite frankly, they're eating a little bit better foods than we are nowadays. So keep that in mind. Now, calcium in the tissues. Let's go back to that a little bit, okay? When you take a real calcium source, and I'm sad to report about 99% of them out there are complete junk. They're mostly calcium carbonate, which is a rock. The body has no use for that. Real calcium comes from leafy greens, spinach greens, okay? The calcium that we use is a natural form, and it has the exact ratio that magnesium does. 5 calcium to 1 magnesium, the same way as spinach leaf is, ideal for a body to absorb it. But you must have an acidic environment for calcium to be absorbed. So if you have digestive disturbances, if you have high stress, if you're drinking a lot of soda and a lot of drinks that have carbonation in it, you're going to have a lot less stomach acid than ideal, and you will get absolutely no benefit, even from the highest quality vegetables, okay? Even from the best quality spinach, you're still going to get minimal calcium absorption, if any. So you have to have good bowel health, okay? You have to take a high quality calcium source from a plant-based, source, okay? The next thing is vitamin D. Calcium, when you swallow calcium, they go into the gut. Vitamin D, okay, real vitamin D, not a synthetic version you get from, your local grocery store, okay, that is junk. But real vitamin D actually takes calcium out of the gut and delivers it into the blood vessels, okay? Once it's in the blood vessels, vitamin F is what takes it from the blood vessels and delivers it into the tissues. Vitamin F is essential fatty acids, okay? Very important to have fat in your diet, lots of good fat. There's a medical doctor out there, Mark Hyman, who wrote the book eat fat and get thin. It has a remarkable way of describing how fat nourishes our body and how fat nourishes our liver and our heart and everything else. So you need to get good fat in your diet, especially through the winter months, okay? Again, you need to have vitamin D with a fat source. So vitamin D actually takes calcium from the gut, puts it in the blood vessels. Vitamin F will take it from the blood vessels and put it into the tissues, okay? Once it's in the tissues, and a lot of times you can tell if you have depleted calcium in the tissues. When you get sick, people that have cold sores, okay? When you see somebody and they have an active cold sore on their face, that is a sign that their tissue is starved of calcium, okay? They could have plenty in their blood vessels, but it needs to get into the tissue. That final delivery needs to get into the tissue. Now, once it's in the tissue, that's where calcium really does some interesting things, okay? It's the most powerful macronutrient in the tissues. We need lots of it. And I'm sad to say most Americans are completely depleted of calcium because they have such poor gut health, absorption just cannot take place. So once calcium's in the tissue, okay, in heavy amounts, it acts as a shield. It'll actually protect you from sunburn. It'll actually, what it does is whenever you come across a virus, okay, when you come across a bacteria, when you come across a potential infectious burden, a parasite even, okay, and you have adequate storage levels of calcium in your tissue, what will happen is it forms a cloud around these invaders. Calcium actually wraps around the foreign bacteria, the foreign virus, or whatever else. And this helps your immune system quickly identify the problem. Once the cloud's formed, your immune system goes, there's the problem. And then vitamin C acts as a hammer and smashes it, okay? And again, vitamin C, real vitamin C, not this ascorbic acid in high amounts, not these packets of Emergen-C, not all your vitamin C products you see. About 98% of them are synthetic. They are lacking the important co-nutrients, the bioflavonoids. They're lacking transporters. They're lacking enzymes, coenzymes, all these trace minerals that are needed to make vitamin C work. Real vitamin C is not just ascorbic acid, okay? Real vitamin C is, and I'm talking like right out of an organic lemon, or from our storage, here we have Cataplex C, which is the full realm. You'll notice one of the ingredients in there is bovine adrenal gland. Real vitamins, remember this, real vitamins have to come from a plant or an animal source. Why adrenals? Adrenals store more calcium than any other organ in the body. More vitamin C. Adrenal glands store more vitamin C than any other gland in the body, okay? So a good source is the source we have here. Real vitamin C from an organic lemon as well has P vitamin, J vitamin, K vitamin, and then a whole pack of bioflavonoids, okay? And then there's organic copper, there's enzymes, there's tyrosine, there's all these things that make up vitamin C. And then a very thin, paper-thin shell of ascorbic acid that keeps it from breaking down. It's the antioxidant for the vitamin C. So when you go to your grocery store or your farmer's market or wherever, not farmer's market, your natural grocers, your Whole Foods, things like that, and you see the high potency vitamin C, and it says 1,000 milligrams of ascorbic acid. Based on what I just said, now you can tell you're getting 1,000 milligrams of a synthetic part of the vitamin C. If it was a natural form of vitamin C that had 1,000 milligrams of naturally occurring ascorbic acid, your vitamins would have to be the size of a ping pong ball to have 1,000 grams of ascorbic acid. Does that make sense now? So again, you must keep lots of fats in your diets. Keep something acidic nearby, apple cider vinegar, kombucha, Kavita, fermented foods, because whenever you take your calcium, you need it to absorb with an acidic environment. That's the only way it'll happen. And then, of course, D. You want to make sure you supplement a good natural form of vitamin D through the winter months to help drive that into the blood vessels, okay? And then, of course, Some vitamin A and vitamin C are really good to keep on hand. You take these throughout the fall and winter months, and you'll be amazed at how you feel. Your coworkers, you'll see them coughing and sneezing, everything else, and you'll be just fine. It works every time. We see that happen every year. For further information, be sure to get a hold of us at Back to Nature Lifestyle Medicine, and have a great day.